Hey, what's up, folks? This is Jesse with Keeping It Real Finance, channel that always has your back and tells it like it is. Well, it's good to be back, and in today's video, it's going to be all about the Measurable Data Token. So I covered this one briefly in the video I did last week on JASMI competitors, and after I did that video, some big news dropped on it, and it's worth a mention for today. So in this video, I'm going to give you a little bit of a breakdown on what exactly this Measurable Data Token is, how exactly this works in terms of their apps, what services they have, and what that big news was and what that could mean. We'll be summing that up in today's final thoughts. So stick around for this one because this is a very interesting project, all right? So if you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit the like button. If this is your first time to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And if you click the bell, you'll be made aware whenever I post time-sensitive content just like this. And now, let's get it going. All right, what's up, everybody? So I wanted to do this video today on Measurable Data Token. Now, for anybody who follows my channel, I did a video just last week on who some of JASMI's competitors are. And in that video, I showed the spreadsheet that I've got up on the screen right now. And I mentioned that Measurable Data Token I thought was a really close competitor to them. And I said in particular that I thought they would be a great candidate to get bought out. And in the video, I insinuated somebody like Facebook, it would be really smart to buy up this company. Now, the funny thing was, is after I dropped that video, within, I think, day or two, couple days, whatever it was, all of a sudden the chart blew up on that one. And a lot of people reached out to me and said, hey, man, did you see that the chart on MDT went way up after you started talking about it? And I said, no, actually, I didn't see that because all last week we were having a family reunion and for my 40th birthday, essentially. So thanks again to everybody for the birthday wishes. Really appreciate that. But I was basically not online at all that whole end of the week. So I didn't see anything. And so what actually transpired was Measurable Data Token did indeed get bought out, which is crazy. So clearly I wasn't the only one thinking that. But it was not Facebook who bought them. So here's what happened. So here's a Medium article from Chain. So prior to this, I have never even heard of Chain, okay? And Chain actually has their own traded cryptocurrency with the symbol XCN, all right? So they mentioned that Chain is thrilled to announce they'll be acquiring the Measurable Data Token and its ecosystem products in a deal with a value at over $100 million. Pretty awesome, right? So go ahead. I mean, it's just crazy, it's exactly what I kind of predicted would happen here. And, I even had somebody else reach out and was like, hey, how'd you know that? How'd you know they were going to get bought? I didn't know they were going to get bought. I simply thought they would be a great candidate to get bought because they had a little market cap, but they actually had a pretty impressive platform, okay? So anyhow, so Chain comes along, and Chain has now agreed to buy them for $100 million, okay? Now, I want to kind of show you some more of this in a second here because I really didn't show it in the video last week, kind of what all this involves. But one of the apps that they have, for example, is this Reward Me app that's got over 200,000 users. And so basically the premise behind that one is that they're rewarding you for sharing your data with them, and they're rewarding you in cryptocurrency, the Measurable Data Token. Now, what's going to be a little bit different here is it sounds like they're going to convert MDT into the XCN token. So it seems like this MDT may be going away, which, I don't know how I feel about that yet. I'll probably have to elaborate that on a little bit more in the final comments. But it looks like that is indeed the plan right now. So they say here, this is from their CEO, that he's deeply excited to announce the Chain will be acquiring MDT and will have the opportunity to work alongside the company's brilliant team. So they are keeping them on board here. And this was the head of MDT says, we're anxious to see our product transform and merge with Chain's full suite of services. We believe that joining the Chain ecosystem will continue our mission of accelerating blockchain adoption into everyday life. So this is interesting because really what it means is that a bigger fish has sort of gobbled this one up and added it to its book of services. Okay, so let me kind of show. If we go over to Coin Market Cap here, so this is Chain. So Chain right now, and like I said, I haven't not even heard of Chain. I've heard a lot of projects. Somehow I haven't heard of Chain. So Chain's market cap right now is 1.9 billion. Kind of similar to Jasmy. They've got a total supply of 53.4 billion. Jasmy's is 50 billion. Okay. Overall, the coin right now is at 0.08 cents for Chain. So they have a significant market cap. Now, Chain has been around since 2014, and I kind of want to show you that in a second here. But first, let's go take a look at some other stuff on Measurable Data Token. So I want to go over to Coin Market Cap for their page as well and kind of show you some of this. So they were ranked, or are ranked, I guess, number 582, market cap only $22 million. And this is why I thought they'd be a great candidate to get acquired. You can see they had this little jump up here that happened kind of, July 23rd. So that was just last week where it exploded upward and it's kind of gone down since, right? So big time news had happened there. I want to show their site. Oh, this is something else that I liked. So I'm not quite sure how they're going to incorporate this into the XCN token supply if they're full on. It looked like, I think from what I had read, that they were going to rename this XCN and it was just going to sort of get absorbed, or maybe they would be getting rid of this one. But currently there is a 1 billion token supply. Now, here's the website for Measurable Data Token. So you can see right up top. So this is MDT.io. It says Chain times Measurable Data Token. Chain announces acquisition. So just crazy, right? So now I want to kind of go through some of this because I didn't share this site in the last video, but this is why this thing looks very impressive to me. So Measurable Data Token, control and monetize your data, right? This is kind of like the Jasmy premise. What does MDT mean to you? MDT's consumer-oriented product Reward Me, an app that rewards you for data you contribute. Interesting. So it says here, do less. MDT ecosystem creates smart contracts through the blockchain to make sure individual users get their cut, right? So it is compensating a user for their data. Now, what's different between this and Jasmy is Jasmy uses the personal data locker. MDT is using an app to track purchases in particular. So it's a little bit different. All right. Now it says earn more. Start earning by doing what you already do, right? So now you can earn for just sharing with them what your purchases are. And it says secure all. So we only deal with aggregated anonymous data, which means no personal identifiable data will be shared. Your privacy is under our protection. And then they have like a 1-minute YouTube video here. So pretty easy concept to grasp. Here is a shot of the Reward Me app. And they've actually got a website here. And you can go in your app store right now and download this if you'd like, the Reward Me app. Let me kind of show you here what it looks like on their actual website. So it's reward.me. So easy signed up, buy an email card, shop and earn rewards automatically. Every purchase counts. Reward dollars, cryptocurrency, yada, 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 right? And it says earn up to 10% rewards on 100 plus merchants. So how to use it? Well, here's what we do. So we sign up for membership by binding your email, credit cards, shop your favorite brands online in store, and then earn automatically, right? So here are some of the brands. Starbucks, Amazon, Google Play Store, right? Uber. There's some pretty popular things here. Lyft, the Apple App Store, Steam, right? Lots of popular things. You can get free gift cards. So redeem your dollars for your favorite cards, earn bonus rewards on tasks and surveys. Elevate your rewards. So join Reward Me's staking program to earn extra rewards. So this was interesting also. So you can stake, well, at least you could, and you still can at the moment. We'll see how this changes with the acquisition by chain. But you could stake your MDT in the app and earn rewards, right? And it says choose a plan, deposit your MDT assets, upgrade your membership, or earning extra Me tokens every week right from the app. Okay. Now, it says here, so these are the various privileges here. So we got reward me infinite privilege. These are basically the rewards that come with it: 10% shopping, rewards 10 merchants, 20% PA MDT stake rewards paid in me token. And then it kind of goes down from there. Reward me infinite cards. So this is the gold card. So obviously the black card's the fancy one, right? The gold one, we've got the silver card, we got the blue card, we got the green card, the starter card, right? So various different cards for the rewards you can earn based on how much you are staking here. So, in terms of social proof, 20% staking earns me double rewards online and store, easiest rewards app ever. And then start earning rewards. And yet again, they have a 1-minute, easy to follow video. Now, what I really liked about this when I was looking at it last week was I thought, wow, this is really easy to read. It's simple. It's incredibly simple. It's an app. It's in the App Store. It is really easy to do. The website looks great. Looks like a great website. So this one definitely, with that small market cap, had kind of acquire me written all over that, and you can see that here. Now, they also have the measurable data token. They've got this MeFi. So this is another thing they have. So this says, capital markets and DeFi bridged. So what is MeFi? Measurable Finance is a blockchain oracle for financial data. And all an oracle really does is it takes data from outside the blockchain and connects it into the blockchain. So that's kind of what this is, right? So it says here, it contributes off-chain external financial data feeds to public blockchains, empowering the decentralized finance DeFi ecosystem with reliable financial data on-chain. And, something else, another reason that I thought they would be a great candidate to get acquired is I want to say that the head of this company, I had looked him up, and he was in San Francisco, he was in Singapore, he was in like Hong Kong or somewhere. So it sounds like he's not really domiciled in any one place or tied to anything. And that could be another reason to do this, right? So anyhow, they have a MeFi decentralized application here, showcasing how the oracle works, et cetera, et cetera. So another product that comes with this project in particular. All right. Now, I wanted to show you all the Chain website. So this company Chain, like I said, I hadn't heard of them before, but apparently they have been around a little while. And what's really interesting to me, a couple things like right here, the About Us section on the Chain website. So reading this, I think the most important paragraph is right here in the middle, where it says they were founded in 2014 and they raised over $40 million in funding from, so we have this Kozla Ventures, we've got Pantera Capital, definitely heard of them. Capital One, right? Who has a Capital One card? Citigroup, huge bank, right? This Fiserv, I'm not sure who that is, Fiserv. NASDAQ, we've got Orange, and we have Visa. And what else is really interesting is apparently Stellar Lumens bought them in 2018, but then later Chain was reacquired to continue its mission to build a more global financial system through the blockchain and cloud technology. So very, very interesting. So their services, range from cloud, sequence, NFTs, etc. So, and I wanted to show also, I think it was right down here. I think it was the token. Let me just click on this real quick. I'll show you what this looks like. So here's a page for the XCN token. So the Chain ecosystem currency. So it says, you can stake your XCN today. It's the governance and utility token for Chain protocol. So utility, it's for payments, staking, governance, discounts, access, right? They got the distribution, kind of how this the tokenomics of it. And again, what's really kind of appealing to this is so easy to read. Like anybody could read this and they'd say, all right, that's exactly what's going on. Super, super easy to understand, right? So anyhow, that is what I wanted to show today. So this company, this chain company, XCN token, they have now acquired the Measurable Data Token, who I thought was going to get bought up. So let's talk about what all this means in the final thoughts coming up now. All right, now let's wrap up today's video with some final thoughts. So first of all, Measurable Data Token did indeed get acquired. So clearly I wasn't the only one thinking that they would be a great target for that. They have a great website, easy to read. They have a simple to use app. It's a very simple concept, really, that they're using blockchain. They're basically compensating a user for their data, right? So this goes right along with what Jasmy does, but a little bit different in the sense that they are doing it through an app that's tracking your purchases, whereas Jasmy is doing it through something like a personal data locker. So a little bit different concept here. We also have the difference of this one being US based, and I want to say this was created in San Francisco. Because as I mentioned earlier, I tracked that founder and I think he was in San Francisco. I think he was maybe in Singapore or Hong Kong, somewhere along those lines. But all that's there. And what's interesting with Chain acquiring is that he and the main team is all staying on to manage this. So they're just kind of falling under that umbrella. So in a way, it kind of reminds me of something like Binance. Binance acquires crypto companies all the time, and they do exactly this. They keep the same team in place, and they just say, now you're under the Binance umbrella. And that's sort of what this looks like. The main difference here, though, is that the Measurable Data Token, MDT, which, by the way, I didn't mention earlier, is listed on Binance, it's listed on Coinbase, it's on some major exchanges. It's all out there, right? They are sunsetting it. So it will be going away, and they will be giving holders the XCN token. So this is the Chain Protocol token, okay? So MDT will be going away, and XCN will be replacing it. Now, I don't know yet if that's necessarily the right decision here, but I can kind of see where they would want to do that just to, kind of put everything together and make it easier to transact, to follow, to track, right? It might be a little tricky if you have the two completely separate blockchains but under the same company. But then again, that is, like I said, exactly what Binance does. That's what they do with Swipe, with Trust Wallet. They have their token, and it's completely separate. So in this case, it's a little bit different in the sense that they want to wrap them together and burn all of the old MDT tokens and give users, the XCN. So that's different, okay? So overall, it was just really funny that that chart popped right after I did that video. I was like, there's no way that, I was talking about it and then it popped. But I started to get people asking me like, hey man, did you see the chart went up? How'd you know that? And I was like, I didn't know that. I wasn't even paying attention to anything. I was drinking margaritas. It was my birthday. But, lo and behold, it turns out they did indeed get acquired. And so in the long run, what this means is that now we have a much bigger player who has them under their umbrella, what used to be Measurable Data Token. So in particular, what they're acquiring more than anything, it seems like, is that Reward Me app. That's what it is. Now, Jasmy doesn't do anything like that Reward Me app. They're kind of focused on the fan token. They're kind of focused on secure PC and the call center. I get it. So it's a little bit different here. They're not really tracking purchases like Measurable Data Token is, okay? So a little bit different use of IoT and of measuring data. But nonetheless, obviously this is a solid project if it's getting acquired like this. So definitely one worth looking into if you're following the various data projects. This could be, a good hold for down the road. Because as they mentioned, they already have 200,000 users on that app. And as more people, understand blockchain, everybody likes free stuff, right? And as of right now, look how many users are on Facebook that give away their data for nothing, for completely free. So why not be compensated, right? And kind of the same thing with Jasmine. So anyhow, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. Don't forget that I'm also on Twitter at KIR Finance, where you can find me tweeting and retweeting on a regular basis. Check me out there. I've also got the Patreon page where you can become a monthly supporter if you'd like. I've got really low tiers for that. Anything you can do helps the channel. Greatly appreciate that. And lastly, for a friendly reminder, this is Jesse with Keeping It Real Finance, the channel that always has your back, tells it like it is, and I will see you on the next one. Later.